So, today was an interesting day. What I want to talk about is the importance of knowing where you're going. So this load that I have is now going to be late. I'm supposed to deliver it tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. Probably not going to get there until about 8:30. So the debacle started in West Virginia, coming through Charleston, off of I-77. I-77 splits. It goes and it splits to 77 and 64. 77 goes around the outskirts of Charleston and heads back west towards the central part of West Virginia. And then 64 starts to go south. 77 runs south also. I'm sorry, I actually have that backwards. 77 runs south, 64 runs west. So, I'm on 77. Was supposed to be getting off of 77 to get on 64, go around Charleston, to come back down to get back on 60, and 60 back to 77. Why it's like that, I have no idea. That's just the way it's structured around Charleston, West Virginia. So, trying to watch the GPS and also watch the road and never being there before, not knowing how that system works, threw me off. And I wound up going 65 miles off route, which put me in the back roads of West Virginia. And if any of y'all have ever been through the back roads of West Virginia, it's not where you want to be, especially driving a truck. So it put me through the back roads of West Virginia for about 20 miles, 19, 20 miles. And then I had the adventure of going up a mountain. And I had to come back down the mountain. Then I go back through some hills, go up and come down the mountain again. So I wasted a lot of time, burned a lot of time off my clock. Get down to within 2 miles of getting back on 64 so I could get back on 77. And there's a wreck in front of me. So that ate up some of my time. So it is now 8:30 Eastern time. If I would have stayed on course, I would have been there about an hour ago. I took my 10-hour break, got up, bumped the dock, boom, I'm here. Here's my BOL, unload me, and I'm pushing on to the next. So, I had to do the infamous calling my DM call. And he was already gone, so I had to tell the after hours DM what was going on. And by the spur of my luck, it was a load for a customer that he just booked. Brand new customer, just booked. And now it's going to be late. If any of y'all know me, y'all know I hate being late. I love being early or on time. And most of the time, I get upset when I'm on time because I like to be early. Now, if you don't understand what I'm saying, in the trucking industry, the more you're on time or early, the better types of loads you get. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to throw me to the wolves and not give me no good loads and, throw me in the box of a bad driver or anything like that. I explained to them that it was my first time going through Charleston and going around that area. It got confusing and I made a wrong turn and it put me way outside of where I was supposed to be. So going through the mountains, up and down hills, through the back roads, that ate up a lot of my clock and it put me behind because I was only able to do 30, maybe 40 at the most. I think I might have hit 45 at one point. And then it was coming right back down. I know my Jake brake is probably upset with me right now because I was using it the entire way up and the entire way down. But that's what it's there for. The importance of being on time when it comes to trucking could mean a life or death situation for somebody. And that's what I take to heart. This load that I have, I don't know where it's going. It's food, but I don't know where it's going. But it still could be beneficial to somebody in need. And I feel like I have a responsibility to get it there when they want it there or early. Now, there's a caveat to that. You can't control traffic, which I did hit some traffic when I got behind all that traffic with the wreck. You can't control weather, and you really can't control not being somewhere you've never been and then making a mistake. But I see it like this. If I would have did just a little bit more of my trip plan, I would have been there already. Now I looked at the overview of what highways I needed to be on and where I was going and this and that. But it's the small details that it gets you. Small details that get you every time. Now, with that being said, the more you run the highways, the more you'll learn them. You're not going to know everywhere you go. Nobody expects you to be a guru of knowing how to run the road, but you should at least have an idea of the major highways that's around you so you don't wind up in this type of situation. Because now I have to sit here for 10 hours and then get up, and by the time I'm getting up, it'll be the time I was supposed to deliver. So that puts me behind, and I'm still over 2 hours away. So that means there is no eating breakfast for me tomorrow. The rest stop that I'm at doesn't have showers, so that means cold water and some soap. Gotta make it happen. I've done it before in the field, or baby wipes, whatever works, until I can get to a truck stop and be able to take a shower. But that's the least of my worries right now. My main concern is getting this load delivered so I can get on to the next one. Now, with that being said, taking responsibility for what you did is also a key factor. I told them what happened. I didn't make excuses. I told them I made a wrong turn, and even though I'd never been there before, I made a wrong turn. Yes, it was on me. I apologized for it, and I told them that I hate being late. I mean, that's just what it is. So you take responsibility for what you do. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do as an adult anyway. So, I mean, it is what it is, I guess, but at the same time, I'm upset with myself. I'm not mad at anybody out there on the road or making excuses for this or that. It was all on me. All on me. So when I talk to my DM in the morning, I'm going to tell him that exactly. I'm going to tell him straight up, it was a mistake on my behalf. But I don't want to be thrown into that category where, I start getting the crap loads, the short loads. Give me the 1,200, the 1,600, the 1,800 mile runs. It's going to take me 2, 3, 4 days to get there. Let me get those. I need that. And the good thing is I'm getting paid still, whether I'm moving or I'm not. But that's what I'm here for. For these wheels to turn and for me to bump these docks and get this product where it's got to go. So yeah, man, it's been an eventful day. If you ever going somewhere and you look at your map and it's taking you through the back roads of Virginia, don't go. You will see some stuff through there that look like it is straight out of a movie. And that's probably where they get it from, straight out of a movie. They probably base movies off of those certain types of places. So yeah, man, I pushed and pushed and pushed and thought I was going to be able to do what I had to do, but it ain't happening. It ain't happening today, Chief. But it's all good though, man. We out here to learn, we out here to do better than we did the day before. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to do better than what I did today. I'm going to go out there and finish out these miles. Because as of right now, I'm at 450 when I could have had 628. $450 is garbage. That's subpar in my book. But the only thing to do is to make up for it later, especially when you got to drive 600 miles a day or more. Just do better than I did the day before. And like I said, man, every day is not going to be easy. A lot of days is not going to be easy. But you take the good, you take the bad with the good. You don't beat yourself up about it. You might be upset with yourself, and that's exactly how I feel right now. I'm upset with myself, but at the same time, I'm not sitting up here, just demeaning myself and badging myself, saying I can't do it. I never say that. But just get out there, do better than you did the day before, and keep that thing pushing, man. Keep it pushing, keep it rocking. And whatever you do, If you're a trucker, keep it rolling, man. Keep it rolling. So on that note, man, I'm getting ready to go back here and crash. Give me some of these nighty nights. Brush this nappy head. And I'm out this thing. I will holler at y'all tomorrow. And we'll do this thing. Get this load done. And move on to the next one. But until then, man, stay motivated, stay hungry, never accept mediocrity. Y'all be easy. It's your boy, Charm City Trucker. I'm out. Peace.